So this is a 1952 project. What we're going to see in today's video is installing that battery tray you see right there. All right, let's get to it. Well, hi guys. This is not really what I had planned for today, but this is what I'm working on. I don't know if you can hear it, but here they say you have to make hay while the sun shines. Well, it's raining today, so there's no making hay today. I was going to do something else, but my plans were kind of canceled. So what I'm going to do now, I'll be working on the 52 jet. See a nice grill. Love that grill. Anyway, I'm gonna get this 52 battery tray that used to mount on the firewall, and I'm gonna mount it on the firewall again, but I'm gonna put it right here. And I've already moved this relay cluster that was right here, right there to be exact, and pulled it off to the side. I will relocate it later. Stay. Alright, I'm going to take this off, get it out of my way. I'm going to cut somewhere in the area of right here. I'm thinking I'll put this battery tray right about there. I could go a little bit further over, and I'm not going to drop it down too far. Maybe about right there. That's as far as I'm going to go. I'm going to be in the way a little bit of my transmission dipstick, and I might have enough clearance to take that air cleaner off, but I'll make it hopefully where it bolts in. And anyway, I'll just my plan is to cut this down to about right there and eliminate it all the way up to this back firewall area, and that will give enough room for the hood clearance to come down and the battery to sit in there. I've already measured that out, and looks like with the battery post and all, it'll clear. And conveniently enough, my battery terminals, I don't know why I have got such a, other than this alternator cable right here, I will probably have to lengthen that. Well, I will have to lengthen that, but this battery cable, it goes down and it goes around right here, and it goes back. So the positive is good. The ground, you can relocate the ground anywhere, but the ground is really plenty long too. So I think I can make it work, guys, with the existing battery cables. Now some of these, what would you call them? What's a fancy word for it? Auxiliary? We're going to use that anyway. Some of the auxiliary, I said it right the first time. Some of these other cables, these other small ones, I may have to lengthen, but that's no big deal. That can be done. I just want to get it to be able to start where I can get it a little bit mobile and move it around here, move it out of the garage temporarily, where I can get another vehicle in here and work on it, and that'll make me happy for now. So anyway, that's what I'm working on. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to be doing some cutting now. I finally got my camera set up, my tripod, where I can film some live action. I believe I want to go down a little bit further for the battery tray, but I'm going to try it right here. Looks like I'm just a hair off. Too far to go there. I'm really close. This gives it more the look of when you open the hood initially, it gives you the look of a 52. And maybe you put your peepers on it and you first look at it and you think, ah, 52, and then your eyes focus and you see that little V6 in there. Oh, it's not a 52. Well, you know, guys, I was looking and thinking, pondering, whatever you want to call it, and I thought, you know, there's no reason. I'm not sure how good you can see it from there, but that back firewall, there's no reason I can't go back further, and that solves me some problems there. If I go back further, then it's not putting the battery in the way of really anything. I don't believe, because I could actually go back almost all the way to the original firewall, and if I did that, then I could bolt right to the original firewall with these two top bolts right here. I don't know if you can see or not, but I'm going to try that. I'm going to go back as far as I think I possibly can, and that way that battery be out of the way, that I can just buzz this right on in, and I don't have to worry about any rib nuts or bolts or making brackets and all that stuff. And I think that'll work better for me. So we're going to try that right now. Yeah, I may have went back a little too far into the original ventilation system called the defrosters. So I'm going to bring it back a little bit more forward and cut there, and then we'll just make believe that other didn't happen. Whenever possible, always cut where the sparks go up and inside your ear. That way it keeps them off the floor. You can always just dump that out later, or it'll come out or not. Woo! If you got a hole in your glove, hot metal will find it real quick. Wow. I'm pretty happy with that, guys. I can go ahead and weld that in there, and I don't think there'll be any problems at all. It's only sticking out maybe 1.5 inches, and I think it's going to be good right there. Wow, can you see that? That's perfect right there. Wow, it's perfect that way too. That side there is a little bent. That's why it looks lower on that side. That arm's a little bent. I like that right there, guys. Well, in case any of you are asking, I'm going to go ahead and blow this area out where I cut back a little too far. And I actually had smoke coming out of my air conditioning vents, which is where I knew I went into the defroster galley. So we'll blow this out. Woo, that was a lot of glass there. Go ahead and seal that up with something. We'll have to see what I got, because this area ain't gonna be too easy to get to after I weld that battery tray in there. So I'll just get that all sealed up to where I don't have to worry about that area. I probably end up using some black silicone Alright, I got a tube here of black silicone. See if it's all dried up or not. Get that little plug out that dries up on the end. I think we'll be alright. Well, that turned out being more than a plug. It's still not really coming out great, but I think it'll work. Let's try it. I don't know, can you guys just stop right there? Can you stop at that right there? I can't. I got to get my fingers in it. Let me show you guys before this light goes out. Let me show you guys what it looks like right there. There you go. That's what it looks like. Might want to get a little bit more right here. Make this kind of look even. Some of that was getting a little lumpy. So it's a good thing I used that tube, because it was going to be going bad anyway. Well, now I get some metal, and we'll put a strip of metal across the back, I believe, and that way I can tack it to that piece that I just siliconed up. Let it cook that silicone a little bit. Anyway, I'll find some metal and then I'll be back. So I looked and looked for flat metal. I thought I had some around here. I looked in quite a few places and I couldn't find any. So what I did find was an old metal square that's been sitting out in the rain. Looks terrible. Can't read anything on it. I don't even think if I wire brushed it I could read anything. Not with my eyes anyway. So I don't know if you can see this or not, but if you see that mark back in the back there, you see this square lines up right dead money on it. So I'm gonna end up, there went my light, gonna end up welding this across the back of it right there, and I may cut it past that hole, where that hole isn't visible, but anyway, I'm gonna weld it on the battery tray first, then I'll put the battery tray in there, tack it all up, and it'll be good to put a battery in where I can get this thing mobile again. That silicone leaked all over the place on me. I forgot to take the pressure off the caulk gun, and kind of dribbled on me. I'm gonna leave that there until it dries and it'll pull right off. I wanted to tell you guys a little tech tip here. I'm gonna throw this thing in the garbage. I'll tell you a little tech tip. These little caps, don't throw these things away, guys. You know, I don't know if you notice in the stores, but if you buy a tube of silicone that has this cap on it already, it's more expensive than the ones that don't have this little cap on it. So I save all these caps. Find yourself a mayonnaise jar or pickle jar, whatever you guys go through a lot. I don't know. With me, it's mayonnaise. So I save on my mayonnaise jars, and I put stuff like this in them jars, and whenever I buy a tube, I don't buy the high dollar tube with this thing on it. I buy the low dollar tube that don't have this on it, this cap, and I go ahead and I put it on the one that I buy. Makes sense to me. You can, of course, everybody can do what they want, but that's my tip. All right, I got to get to cutting on that square. I got it all marked up. Get to cutting on it. Well, guys, here's my portable welding table, and there's my metal I'm going to weld in there. It looks a little bit crooked, but that's because the tray is a little bit crooked, I found out. So it's getting welded just like it is there. What else was I going? Oh, yeah, that's. Don't get on to me about it. That's my feeble attempt at cleaning that metal up. That metal was rusty as heck, and it was hard getting the grinder in there. So I cleaned up the one piece pretty good. It'll be all right. I'll get it done. Well, guys, I'll tell you a method to my madness on my my Google welding there. It's welded up, it ain't going nowhere. It just could look prettier. And I ain't gonna clean it up, I'm leaving it just like that. But anyway, what I intended to do was just put that little L on the ends there and put a small weld in the middle, but then when I did that, it wasn't exactly in the middle, so I extended it a little bit more, and then I extended it a little bit more, and anyway, that's the way it wound up. It don't need to be welded all the way across the back. Ain't no need for that at all. Ain't nobody got time for that. But anyway, it's welded up. I'll let that go ahead and cool down, and then I'll put it up over here and tack her away. Alright, we're going to get to it. I've already got this plumb and level and all that good stuff. So I don't want to really rock the boat here. I want to keep it right where it needs to be. Get this tacked in. Well, I got some good tacks on there, fellas. That sucker ain't going nowhere. So that'll hold it for right now. So what we end up accomplishing on this video was we got this battery tray, got it tacked in here where I can go ahead and set a battery in it and get this sucker mobile again. That's nice seeing that in there. I had to relocate the battery from down there because it was just it's not convenient. I was going to have to take the fender off every time I wanted to change a battery, and that wasn't going to work for me. Plus, I'm going to try to put the blower for the air condition. I'm going to try to run it around that underneath that fender well and come out over here, put the fan right down in there. That sounds a lot more gooder to me. Anyway, that's all cut in place really nice. I mean, it fits in there like a glove. I'm gonna let it cool down. I'm gonna set my battery in there, get my cables hooked up. But for right now, I think that's gonna do it for this one here, fellas. That's gonna do it for this video. Let me get this light out of your eyes. There we go. You know, I'm just doing a little bit at a time here, trying to accomplish one thing every day, and get this thing done. Not that I'm not having fun doing it. I love doing all this. I love creating content for you guys, and I'd love it if you would subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell notification. That way it lets you know when I have new videos, and then you can watch them. And that makes a big difference, believe me. I have a few people I follow, and I forgot to hit the bell on a few of them, and I said, oh shoot, I missed a couple videos, so I had to go back and view them. I hit the bell now. Anyway, till next time, this is Double Trouble Garage. Have fun, love life, have fun in everything you do every day. Till next time, see ya.